Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. This is Metroid Prime Rando 2025 edition. I am Leno, joined today by Fishing Boo on tracking. Say hello, everyone. Unfortunately, I don't have our usual Beats document available. Did not have time to set one up. I've only been around for like 12 minutes. So I did not have time to set one up, but trust me, we will have everything tracked for you, ready to go. The gate has been dropped. We're just waiting on the things to catch up. And we are going to be underway. There are no runners agreements today. It's TGC versus AeroRaiser. I don't have their records offhand. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think I do have older copies of the Deets. This is Group E, I believe. And yeah, we're actually winding down our group stage in the Prime tournament. Bracket stage will be beginning soon, and we have Boots and Alcove. Is this even randomized? TGC first try with the dash. Arrow got second try. We have a Noctroid, a nothing, and landing site. Okay. I know, right? We want randomized with our randomizer. I'm going to bump up TGC's audio just a little bit. Okay, that is a little bit better. Chat, give me if you can, give me a quick balance check. See if TGC's audio is too loud, too quiet. If I am too loud, too quiet, relative. And with Boots, we have a couple items in Logic. We have Grapple Ledge, Half Pipe, Vault Ledge. Looks like the missile on top of Grapple Ledge there. TGC is going to peek the tree. That's a nothing in the tree. We're happy with that. There's an expansion, not the launcher. Going to take a peek at Ruined Shrine, see if we can find a more fall or something equally as good. And what do we got? Oh, we got one of our artifacts right away. Okay. Artifact number 1 is the truth. We're going to take a peek and Half Pipe, just a missile up there. Okay. TGC probably might, might not pick that up. Depends on when bombs are, what our missile situation is like when we come back with Wave Beam. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. Oh, that's more fall than Half Pipe. Yeah, we want that. Absolutely want that. Missile on Vault Ledge, it looks like. Oh, the launcher even. Okay, good. Vault has an E-Tank. We would definitely like to have that. Our AeroRaiser now picks up the Artifact of Truth. We're tied 1-1 in artifacts. I have to imagine that once we get the first loop done of Chozo, we'll go back and see what Artifact Temple has and where the remaining 5 artifacts are at. Chat, how are we doing today? Thursday. Good day. Just a missile. TGC is going to go through. I think we're going to try and set up a peak in gallery. Vaulted. Vaulted. I love it. The ledge is a missile. Yeah, definitely like to see early missiles. These until we start getting other beams. That looked like a missile in the tunnel. I didn't get the greatest look at it, but I think TGC, like, if it's important, we'll see him go back for it. But it looked like it was a missile in the tunnel. And Arrow not setting up to do the peak. Oh, we got power bombs. And our first E-Tank, Vanilla. TGC, of course, is a prominent believer of the Scan Dash movement system tech that is featured greatly in Metroid Prime. Not so much in Echoes. Oh, AeroRaiser is going to go all the way through. We're going to see the Vault E-Tank. Going to come up the other side, get the launcher. Yep, Chozo does tend to have a decent amount of missiles. Half the game's checks are missiles. There are exactly 100 checks. 50 of them are missiles. Along with the 14 energy tanks, the 12 artifacts, and the various other majors. The 5 total power bomb pickups. Yeah, all adds up really quickly. Oh, Aparius, dude. There we go. Yep, so TGC not really going to go out of the way for missiles all that much. And of course, our runners actually do have one difference between them today. TGC is using the Fusion suit from the Metroid Fusion link-up that was featured with the launches of Prime and Fusion, respectively. AeroRaiser just running the vanilla suit. Also now getting a Varia suit. AeroRaiser now has shoulder pads. Yeah, there's actually one other technique to that, Dream King. Super Metroid has 230. It's the only other game with a non-255 count of missiles. There's various theories and reasons as to that. I don't remember the specifics behind it, but as the saying goes, as a former Super Metroid runner, the developers knew. The developers knew. Yep, and Super Metroid along with Prime, exactly 100 pickups. So maybe they took out 4 missiles for the 4 reserves, hard to say. Ooh, second artifact Life Giver now in for your crash site. And yeah, chat, I think we can all agree about the Fusion suit specifically. The Varia suit is, well, to be blunt, it's the vomit suit. It's not a good looking suit. Gathering Hall. Okay, we have route diversions. Arrow's going to get a missile up here. And we are setting up just in case the bombs are not vanilla at Burn Dome. Yep, so we're going to get some hints. We're going to see what is at Artifact Temple specifically. Okay, there's a missile, like Watery Hall access. Yep, chat, get ready. How much rudeness do we get? TGC will scan the 4 remaining artifacts we need to collect. We'll see if he is a believer of scouting them out. Just a missile in Watery Hall, lower Watery Hall. Not gonna worry about that. All right, what do we got? Main quarry. Phazon Processing Center. Okay, that's not the rude one. Hydra Access Tunnel. Okay, we need a suit. Phazon Mining Tunnel. We will not get a Phazon suit hit today. Okay. Oh, we got a spider ball on AeroRaiser's side. I didn't even see that. That must have been the item in Lower Dynamo. That's a good pickup there. Yeah, main quarry, PPC, Hydro Access Tunnel, and Phazon Mining Tunnel. So we technically need all the suits, although TGC has enough movement tech under his belt that with Boost Ball, if we find Boost Ball, he will just collect Hydro Access Tunnel and not worry about Gravity Suit. This will depend on where the items are. All right, we're climbing Root Cave. AeroRaiser heading once again to safety stave. Probably wants to keep the Spider Ball. I imagine Burn Dome is the next check now for Arrow. There's a nothing in Root Cave. Wow, okay, so we have a decent amount of nothings so far with this preset. 6 of our artifacts are replaced with nothings, since we only need 6 of the 12. Uh-oh. TGC hit R. Okay, I'm trying to recover from this. Okay. Looks like we're okay. All right, managed to recover. That was really close to just being a soft lock. So question in chat, do the suits run progressive in this seed or no? So this seed is actually additive. The phase-out suit adds 30% damage reduction. The Varia suit and Gravity suit each add 10% damage reduction, if I remember the explanation correctly. So you'll still get the full 50% with all 3 suits, but you don't get like 10, 20, 50 like it would be with vanilla, or 10, 10, 10, 30, like depending on what suits you get out of order. It's just like the phase-on suit itself gets 30, and then the other 2 suits just get 10. If I'm understanding it correctly. I think somebody can correct me. Yeah, we got an Ice Beam and Transport Tunnel B. TGC now into Magmore. Tunnel here. Oh, what is that? TGC wants it. Is it bombs? Yep, it's bombs. Bombs and short tunnel. Okay, so AeroRaiser is going to get punished here a little bit, but if we get a good item, we know Arrow's coming back for it. TGC, however, will have to pick a fly. That's a good pickup here for TGC. We have a missile in Warrior Shrine. Energy tank. Okay. Oh, and Super's an upper fiery shore. Okay. So Burn Dome didn't have anything worthwhile. The energy tank is nice, but you're not going to go back to Zoid to get that energy tank. The missile is kind of whatever. So AeroRaiser can skip that on the next pass. All right, TGC is going to head towards Triclops Pit, Storage Cavern, maybe Lava Lake. I'm kind of curious where he goes after this. And Arrow is going to save Warp. This will probably be the Root Cave play into Magmore, much like TGC did. Early route diversions paying off for TGC. Oh, that's a visor. That's X-ray. Oh yeah, we want that. Even if you're not fighting Omega Pirate specifically, that's still a good item to have. Good for essence. Yeah, I think I want to see that as well, Nye. Second artifact now for AeroRaiser. Yeah, if TGC pushes this Ice Beam, we might see some things. We are 2 items away from Omega Pirate being in Logic again. They're both beams, Wave and Plasma. All right, Arrow heading towards Artifact Temple is going to get the bad news. We will not see a phase on suit hint today. So what do we have? 2 in the mines. Hydro access tunnel. Yeah, Arrow's going to be like, oh, great. This is definitely a nice seed. Oh yeah, Wave and Plasma are always required. Unless you get some weird settings where you have either random doors or stuff gets deleted. where you don't have final bosses, for example. Then you can like not have all the beams be required. Oh, that was a nice dash by TDC there. Really nice. Alright, main quarry. Phazon Processing Center. Hydro Access Tunnel. And then PMT. And the long pause there, and Arrow's like, yep. Yep. It's that kind of scene. Yep. The shots of, well, here we go again. Wait, is it really that cursed, Jeff? Was it the dash, or was it something else he did? Then again, TGC is a very prominent runner of Prime. Does a lot of Prime Rando. Oh. You know, that's a fair point, Nye. Spiderball is in It's not really in a great spot for TGC. Oh, we're going, okay, so we're heading towards Great Tree Chamber, I think it is? Yeah. Or is it Overgrown Crabbit? I never remember the two. I always get the two mixed up. The one next to Life Grove. Just a missile. Alright, TGC is just committed to skipping missiles here. Oh, came all the way over here just for that. Little thorough. That's a lot of words, Nye. And also, yes. Alright, I think Arrow fell. Okay, that one definitely fell. That was definitely a fall right there. Yeah, Root Cave can be like that sometimes. It, as they say, it do be like that. Now let's see if Arrow knows the setup for this. I believe so. It's trickier than it looks. But if you practice at it, it's easier than it looks. Oh yeah, absolutely, Jeff. Absolutely. Every single person. Okay. Okay, Arrow's nudging. Trying to break free from the collision. There we go. And now we set up to do the big jump backwards. There we go. Get inside, get inside. Oh, that might be too far forward. Yeah, that's definitely too far forward there. Oh, Arrow's trying to save it. Okay, no, I get what I get what's going on here. Yep, Arrow's trying to save it. There we go. We're inside. Where's he at? Where's the Atom game? Where is it? There it is. Energy tank. Alright, Upper Furnace is a missile. We're going to skip that. I did not see it was in Crossway. Whatever it is, couldn't have been important because TGC did not pick it up. Just a missile there in Lower Furnace. AeroRaiser now has the Ice Beam. Very nice. Very nice. Crossway was a missile. Ah, thank you. Fishing Boo Art Tracker. Keeping everyone honest. Keeping me honest today. So Arrow's about 9 minutes behind TGC's trip into Magmore, but TGC is giving that time back by cleaning up the rest of Chozo. And some of this is stuff that Arrow has already done. All right, Arrow approaching short tunnel, gonna get the bombs, and probably be like, "Thanks, game." Haha, haha, I get it. I get it. We'll see if AeroRaiser decides to... Nope, never mind. Arrow's not even checking upper fiery shores. Oh, that's actually kind of bad. If Arrow doesn't check upper fiery shores, that's losing out on the supers. Oh, that's actually really bad for Arrow if this route follows. Supers hasn't actually shown anything yet. There's a nothing in the tree. But if there's something in like Research Lab Hydra or Biohazard Containment, that might just be GG's. But, you know, we got a long way to go before I have to worry about that. And yeah, that's another good point brought up by Jeff in chat. Supers and Sweater Ball means that's Plant and Ghosts. I don't think we'll see our runners do Flagra. At least not yet. Wait, how did that bomb jump not get up there on TGC then? How does that work, game? Yeah, skipping supers could be bad. I'm gonna say could. We're not at the point yet where skipping it is bad, or that it will cost Arrow the race. All right, TGC heading now towards Watering Hall. Gonna get the Spider Ball pretty soon. Six energy tanks to Arrow's 3. Yeah, TGC probably isn't even going to pick up any more energy. Yeah, if Lighthouse is required, for example. Oh yeah, that's another good point. If something like Lighthouse is required, Arrow doesn't have supers. That's bad. That's bad for Arrow. Right now, we don't have Thardus access. Thardus logically requires the thermal visor regardless in these settings. But yeah, right now we have... If Wave Beam doesn't appear soon, like Wave Beam is going to have to appear soon. It's probably just a Phendrana. We'd have to go all the way around through labs to get the Thardus. Or you'd have to go through Workstation in Magmore. Yeah, Plant is kind of neutral to supers, especially with cutscene skip added to the randomizer last year. Plant, you know, a 4-minute fight now becomes like 45 seconds. Okay, now we're gonna get the supers for Arrow. So, okay, so Crisis averted. Arrow's probably just gonna follow this straight into Phendrana. Yeah, we're heading back towards Shore Tunnel. I believe Arrow's going to follow this into Phendrana. So we have more route divergence. Yeah, so chat, we're kind of both getting our wishes here. TGC is following the ice and Chozo, and Arrow's going to go towards Phendrana. You'll love to see it. Alright. In Transport Tunnel, we have a missile. Yeah, Plant versus Shorelines. Oh, TGC is actually doing Plant. No, okay, now this I'm surprised about. I did not think we would see Plant right now. I really didn't think we'd see it. If Plant has something, this is insanely huge. Absolutely. both ends of Fendrana music. Oh, Ice Spreader in Shoreline Ice Wall. We do want that. We'll come back for it later, presumably. It really speeds up the Exo fight. Alright, so just a missile so far on Plant. Nothing really worthwhile yet. Whee! I did not see what was in Shorelines, but Arrow not going for it, so it was probably just like an entry tank or something like that. I didn't see any orange. Oh, actually, with Arrow having supers, we might see the peak for Chozo Ice Temple. I don't know if Arrow knows that peak. Alright, the ghosts are dead. Double missile. Plant was not worth it today. Unfortunate. Is that a vanilla? That's a vanilla wave. Are you kidding me? A vanilla wave beam? We have 2 vanilla items to seed? Really? Vanilla boots, vanilla wave. Alright, everyone, we have to start the new fund of every time there's a vanilla item, we add 10 cents to the jar. Very quick Mama She got the fight there. Alright, AeroRaiser now has an advantage with the wave beam. Now let's see if Arrow goes for the peak here at Chozo Ice Temple. This will determine pretty quickly whether or not we know this tech. Nope, we're dropping down. Okay, so Arrow does not know the peak. If I had to guess, Ice and Wave were heading straight for labs. Nice dash. Really nice dash. Still didn't see what was in Shoreline. Lighthouse. Alright, AeroRaiser now heading towards Ice Ruins East. Gonna drop right down. Ice Wall. Oh, that's one of the suits. I couldn't tell if that was phase on or gravity, but that is one of the suits. And a power bomb at the spider track. So we know Ice Ruins East, we have to come back for. And honestly, this might actually push Arrow to pick up the Ice Spreader in Shorelines at the Ice Wall, because they're one room apart from each other. It will speed up the Exo fight, unless of course you're going for Exo Skip, which I don't think either one of our runners will go for today. We'll see. We have a long way to go. And we're at the 30-minute mark now, just about. Make sure you give our runners a follow. Putting out a great race for you today. You can also follow me. I'm just the guy with the mic. You can also follow Fishing Boo, our tracker. Pushing all the buttons, keeping us honest today. Everyone say thank you to Fishing Boo. Thank you, Fishing Boo. Canyon. It looks like it's a missile. Yep, Tracking Boo. Tracking Boo. We're fishing for items then. So we're tracking. Yes, that's it. Exactly. And chat, if you are excited about this match today, oh, I have a present for you. I have a little bit, not much of a present, but a surprise. We have, with this match, 3 more matches for Metroid Prime. And then, in 2 hours, just under 2 hours, we have the first match of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Multi-World Co-op Tournament. Also featured here on the SpeedGaming Network. We have 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, 6 total matches today. So definitely, please, stay tuned for that. We will be having Metroid Prime Randomizer action for you all day today. TGC now scouting the ice spreader in Shoreline. And AeroRaiser will be like, yeah, we're going to labs. Gonna have fun. Gonna say hello to some pirates. Alright, TGC is about to come across the suit. Maybe we can get a better look and see which one it is. That looks like it's the gravity suit. Okay, so I think it's the gravity suit in Ice Ruins East. TGC getting a look at the Shoreline Lighthouse. Map going forward. Ice Ruins West item is that an energy tank? Looks like it's an energy tank. Gonna head towards Canyon now. We have a Noctroid in Research Lab Hydra. No big deal. Moving on. That is a missile in Canyon. Okay, yeah. So that's what Arrow saw right there. And already we have reached Observatory for Arrow side. And what is in Observatory today? Is that a Noctroid? What was that? Let's see what it was. Alright, we'll see if TGC knows the peak for Chozo Ice Temple. I believe he does. And if he does, we should see what's buried here behind the plasma beam. Ooh, Arrow having just a little bit of an issue hitting the thing in the control tower. Alright, TGC about to come across our vanilla wave beam. Yep, there we go. What do we got? Just a missile. Alright, Arrow about to come across Research Lab Aether. We'll see what 2 items are here. Oh, that Metroid died. Alright, upper Research Lab Aether is a missile. Lower is... what is that? Oh, Noctroid? Missile and research crate. Yeah, we don't care about that. We're not turning off the lights for a missile. Right? Right? Right. Alright, Arrow's gonna head towards Gravity Chamber. We're gonna head and do Farfen. Nice job with the slope jump there. Unfortunately, we don't have Boost Ball, so underwater movement is pretty bad. One of the best songs in this whole game. Pendra just had good music. Magmore has good music. Phase on Minds has, well, whatever that is. It has sounds. Oh, there is? I gotta listen to that sometime. I did not see what was an upper gravity chamber. Arrow peaked lower. I didn't get a great look, but not picking up either one. It's not plasma. It's not a suit. It's not boost ball. So realistically, we don't care about anything else. We would also like to see thermal visor, because that would be a quality of life item for Essence. Our runners do not need thermal visor for any checks. Logically, it's required for Essence just because it's invisible object. And in beginner settings, which is what this tournament is using, in beginner, you still need the item. But our runners will not go out of the way specifically to pick it up. If it's on path, it's a good quality of life item. Then they'll pick it up. Alright, Phendrana's Edge. Wait, was that pirate just chilling there? How did that pirate not just start flying? Alright, we don't have plasma, so Storage Cave is inaccessible at the moment. We're going for a scan dash to get to Security Cave. Okay, nicely done by Arrow. Just a missile. Alright, so I believe we just have Frost Cave left. And then Farfen is done. Minus the one check. Oh, and it would be so rude if Storage Cave had something. Missile. All right, we'll see if Arrow decides to do rocks. We'll probably see Cumon. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see Thardus. We might. We have the means to fight and escape in either direction. But it would be a little bit of a time commitment. We do not have plasma to really speed up the fight. We have power bombs to assist a couple phases. Alright. Transport, yeah, just a missile there. We're not coming back for that. Alright, we are at minimum checking Cumon. We might be fighting Thardus here. Yeah, at minimum, Cubon. Setting it for the dash. Not really. That okay. All right, game. Sure. That dash looked good. All right, Arrow's got to be careful here because the trigger, the fight trigger is like right next to the Spider-Ball track. There we go. Labs has been all of nothing so far. Yeah, so far we have a suit in Ice Ruins East in the ice wall, and we had a vanilla wave beam. That's it. That's the list. All right, second try now for AeroRaiser. Human has the flamethrower. We are valid. All right, you know what? Seed wins. All right, we're gonna fight rocks. Oh, and Samus comes in with a steel chair. By God, what a match! We do have supers. Okay, so yeah, the fight will go okay. Alright, missile in upper gravity chamber. Lower. Still can't tell what it is, but it's obviously nothing important. Our runners are not picking it up. Wow, Darkness is being cooperative. Oh, what is it, an E-Tank? Okay. Could be a Tower of Progression today? It could, yeah. Wave Beam was in a rude location. Tower Chamber, Tower of Light can both have something. We have Magma Pool, Training Chamber Access. Like, there are things in Chozo that could be done, and if AeroRaiser continues the route divergence from TDC, we might just see that from Arrow's side. Oh, really, game? That super missed? I disagree. That super missed? I also disagree. Alright, Arrow setting up now for quick kill in the final phase. Oh, the stunner! The stunner! Hits him with the stunner! And he's out! Just a missile on rocks. Okay, yep. So Fendrana has been... Ugh. Not really much today in Fen. I'm kind of surprised by that. Alright, so let's see what Arrow does here. Probably Workstation, and then either a save orb, or we... Oh, we might just see the mines. And we might just see mines. Yep, just pride. And TGC also valid. Alright, so we're coming up on Workstation on Arrow side. Logically, this requires the Thermal Visor, so Thermal can't be here. But all 3 points are easily accessible. Just a missile regardless. Vendrana Rattlesnake. And yeah, AeroRaiser going straight for the mines. Okay. So AeroRaiser's going to get the PPC artifact. Yeah, needs a power bomb drop. Oh, Arrow's going to reload the room and get the guaranteed drop again. I think that's the route. I think that's the route. Because there's only a few rooms in the game that have guaranteed drops. And power bombs have one of the worst drop rates of any item in the game. So if you go to a room with a guaranteed power bomb drop, and that's what AeroRaiser is doing. We're farming that drop. We're gonna get the PPC artifact, and also just continue into Elite Control Axis or Lower Mines, whichever route Aero decides to go here. I love that heads-up play by Aero. Yes, that's true. We do need grapple to take this route. I believe that's... Is that the logical... Yeah, I think it is. Or is there an entry tank requirement for this room? Oh, and TGC, just as quickly entering the mines. Okay. We have reconverged. Yeah, very nice high five. All right, Artifact of Elder obtained by TGC. Artifact of Elder obtained by AeroRaiser. 3 apiece. So we'll do a quick recap here. There was some route diversions early. AeroRaiser did a lot of far chozo early without finding bombs. TGC followed the Various suit into Magmor found bombs early. TGC with the Ice Beam then did most of the back end of chozo, which AeroRaiser hasn't done yet. AeroRaiser needs to do Furnace, Crossway, all the others. And then there was a little bit of route diversions in Fendrana, but we have just now reconverged. So basically, TGC is ahead on the Hall of the Elders area in chozo for checks. Other than that, we are all square. And we do have route diversions here in the mines. We're scouting Central Dynamo. That looks like it's just a missile. Yep, it is just a missile. TGC gonna do the maze to get it out of the way now. Oh. Speaking of maze, this is a rude maze. Rude maze. If Captain were here to count this, oh my, this is a terrible maze. Yeah, Aero is not punished unless he backtracks, yep. So in terms of being thorough, I like where AeroRaiser is taking this route, because if Plasma is up here in Upper Mines, AeroRaiser has a pretty tremendous advantage. But TGC is coming across the last check in Lower Mines that the Plasma can be at. If it's here, that's essentially GG for TGC. Like, TGC just has an insane advantage. And unless Aero just comes back down here, yeah. TGC's lose. I didn't quite get the dash across the Phazon pit there. So now let us see what is at Metroid Quarantine A. That's boost ball? Oh, rude. You need that to get back up. Oh, no. Why is that there? Oh. Okay. Well. now we got zoomies. To be right. Yes, that's true. The item is there to be your friend. But still, at the same time, why is friend there? But then friend asked, if not friend, why friend shaped? All right, Aero having a little bit of an issue here climbing ore processing. This climb not great. Oh, TGC save warped. Save warped. Oh, I think I know what he's doing. We're going to climb Frigate Crash Site. Maybe check Hall of the Elders. Life Grove. Hydro Access Tunnel. Into the mines. Yeah, I think that's the route we're doing here. All right, so TGC is going to push this boost ball as far as he can. All right, Arrow having just a little bit of an issue with this part of the climb still. Yeah, that boost ball was probably something that TGC was just looking for. Whichever one was found first, gravity suit or boost ball. Is Arrow giving up? No, he fell all the way down. I don't know if Arrow is... No, I see some shots of frustration there. I don't know if we're giving up on this yet. All right, we're heading out this way. Yeah, I think Arrow's has conceded the climb. So we're now back in Talon for TGC. Yeah, this is going to be a Life Grove tunnel play here. Oh, so close to that bomb jump. Yeah, you already collected that. Alright, Life Grove is a missile. Let's see what Life Grove 2 has. A missile. Wow, Life Grove had all kinds of nothing here. So one thing I'm going to be curious to see, does TGC follow Frigate all the way backwards? Or do we just turn around Hydro Access Tunnel? The gravityless Frigate reverse is a little tricky. But I believe that's something TGC would do if he was going to be thorough. Oh wow, second try. And down. Alright, so what TGC is trying to do here is what's called a wall boost. After you hit the wall, you have a couple of frames to boost off of it, which will propel you further down the wall, or in this case, up the wall. And depending on the timing of this, your boost ball can go almost the entire length of the wall in one direction or the other. And with prime physics, you can actually just keep using the boost and propel yourself a little bit further, kind of like how TGC's doing here. Oh, so close, so close! No! It goes without saying that what TGC is trying to do here is out of logic. But that didn't take long at all. Alright, so we're just going to leave the rest of Frigate here. Alright, AeroRaiser back in ore processing. We're going to do this climb again. Arrow is going to try and check upper mines. There was an attempted climb here earlier, but we're just failing one of the last steps towards it. This climb is tricky. If we had grapple, this would be completely trivial. Because all you'd have to do is look up. Yeah, it looks like Arrow's just trying to find that little piece of standable on the railing. Alright, artifact number 5 incoming for TGC, main quarry. Last one will be in Phazon Mining Tunnel. We are still 2 suits away from collecting. Well, not 2 suits. We're still the Phazon suit away from collecting that. Oh, that looks so close for Arrow. Alright, security access. Oh, what do we got? We got something. Thermal visor. Well, quality of life item. I'm not going to say no to it. Oh, TGC's turning around. Okay. Interesting. Where are we going now? Oh, we're going to do Storage Depot B. We're doing... Okay, no, I see the route TGC's doing here. Yep, I see what he's doing. Alright, Arrow... Arrow's been pretty consistently getting this first half of the climb. But now it's just this last leg. And it looks like we're just going to give up on it. We will do the room vanilla. Yeah, at some point, you just gotta stop banging your head against the wall and just salvage it. Salvage what you can. Hey, look at that! Oh! Oh, Arrow had it! No, Arrow had... No, it's a down! No! 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 Arrow had it. Yeah, we can't check Storage Depot A. We need plasma for that. That's vanilla flamethrower. Alright, TGC taking care of Calvin and the turrets. Alright, AeroRaiser has made it up top. More processing. We're going to get to main quarry here. That took a little longer than I think Arrow would have liked. Alright, we're going to see Philip here. Philip, for some reason, has more health than Omega Pirate. It just takes forever to die. And Elite Research is all kinds of nothing. Philip has missile. Alright, artifact number 4 for AeroRaiser, main quarry. I don't think... Yeah, Arrow hasn't gone... Wait, did Arrow get PPC? No, I think Arrow got PPC. I think they're both on 5 artifacts then. Because they both came in the same way. Arrow should be on... Is Arrow on 5? No, I think Arrow's on 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Arrow gonna die. Arrow gonna die. Arrow, turn her. Yeah, Arrow, this would be a good time to go to the save room. Get a refill. I definitely had a similar experience during Async C3 before the group stage began. Yes, TGC has 5 artifacts. The last one he is missing is Phazon Mining Tunnel. He did get Hydroaxis Tunnel. Arrow, I want to say, got PPC, because Arrow and TGC both came out the same way in the Phazon Mines. And I think Main Quarry was the 5th artifact. But I could be mistaken. Thermal Visor now for AeroRaiser. Sure, where are all these power bomb drops a moment ago? Alright, so Mines is cleared out, or at least as cleared out as it's going to get. So that means the Plasma Beam is in Chozo. Oh, actually, Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma is in logic with what we've got. Yeah, because all you need to, with underwater, everything is makeable with standard space jump. We could even have a vanilla plasma processing in Magmore. Lava Lake was checked. Yep. Yeah, Magmore is cleared out except for plasma processing. So yeah, if we go over checks we have available, we have plasma processing for a vanilla plasma. Yay. Magma pool, training chamber access, Tower of Light, tower chamber. Hall of the Elders. Or did TGC check that? No, he had Ice Beam. He would have checked that. Yeah, I think Hall of the Elders. I think Elder Chamber is the one that's not checked then. Let's see here. What else we got? Is that it? Yeah, Grapple Beam. Yeah, so Magma Pool, Training Chamber access, Training Chamber cannot be grapple. Elder Chamber wasn't E. Ah, thank you, Fishing Boo. Yeah, TGC checked that because he did the back end Chozo check with Ice Beam. Thermal Visor was security access in the mines. Wave Beam Vanilla. That's a missile. And yeah, Metroid Quarantine A had the boost ball, which TGC went down right away to find that. AeroRaiser has not been that way yet to find boost ball. TGC followed that boost ball into Life Grove Tunnel and found all kinds of nothing. Yeah, so we're going to see a save warp here for TGC, and a save. Oh, Arrow's going to do the long way because we don't have boost ball. Oh, oh. Elite Research strikes again. Okay. Oh, okay, we're just opening the door. So that's not the worst. Alright, TGC heading back to Chozo Tower Light will be first. We know we know what is in tree. It's a nothing, so we're not going to bother with that. After that, we have Magma Pool, Training Chamber access. TGC already did Plant. AeroRaiser has not. So if AeroRaiser ends up coming back to Chozo, we might see a Plant play from Aero. Oh, that is a down on TBC's side. Didn't quite make the jump. All right, 2 Tower of Light progression. We'll probably see TGC just do the climb quickly, not even bother picking the item. Just pick it up blind. Yeah, Tower of Light very likely has an item. Or Tower Chamber. Just a burger, wow. Okay. So that means cargo freight lift to deck Gamma. Alright, well that's Magma Pool. Oh, with that vanilla wave beam location, that's a rude grapple right there. That is so rude. Oh, Aero is gonna experience the rude that is this maze. And this is a rude one. Yeah, Aero's not gonna be happy about grapple. Aero's gonna be probably even less happy about the boost ball. That boost ball's on a rude spot today. Oh, this maze is terrible. This maze is so bad. Alright, do we peek the item? Just a missile. Alright, so Magma Pool is not it. Training Chamber access is our Plasma. Alright, we are go minus suit, and we know where a suit is. Training Chamber is a missile. Alright, we don't care about that. Now, if you're TGC, he probably has a better view of the suit than we did. If he rushes Fendrana, we know it's Phazon suit. If he does not rush Fendrana, we know it's Gravity suit. Wait, TGC, where are you going? Save warping. Okay. Alright, no, I get it. Alright. So now where do we go from here? Could Chozo Ice Temple have Gravity Suit? Absolutely. Oh yeah, they could. Neither one of our runners peeked the item, so we have no idea what it is. We are heading towards Frigate Crash Site. We're heading back to the mines. So that means it was probably the Gravity Suit in Fen Shorelines that we saw. Now, that Gravity Suit could still be a thing. Simply for the reason of gravityless frigate climb. Oh, geez. Speak of it, and it shall happen. TGC going towards the frigate. You know, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's faster to save warp or walk it out. All right. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh yeah, there's still a chance that Phazon mines are just in lower mines. Or storage depot, or Yeah, Storage Depot A, the vanilla flamethrower. All right, AeroRaiser now has Boost Ball. All right, so let's see what Aero does here. I've got to learn how you do that in this room. You don't have gravity suit, but you still get, like, fake gravity. Like, I don't know the setup for this. Only seems to work in that room. I wonder if it's similar to the air underwater setup. We have a missile? Alright, so we're just going to do gravity-less frigate climb. Alright, so TGC knows that gravity suit is in logic, probably just going to do biohazard and then walk it out, or maybe turn back and save warp, I'm not really sure. Walking it all the way through would be a little slower. We'll see what he does. You just transition back and forth at the top. Wait, what? Really? That's it? What? What? Why did it take 20 years to find that? Oh, this game is well programmed. That's something you'd normally hear in Link to the Past. But, wow. You just transition in and out of the room. That's it. That's literally it. Alright, AeroRaiser now has to make up the checks that were not done earlier with Ice Beam. So we're going to see a lot of far choser here. Alright, Biohazard Containment has a vanilla energy tank. Alright, we're not going to get that. And now TGC deciding, okay, yep, it's probably better just to... Oh, we're going forward. Alright. Yeah, I think TGC is thinking that it's faster to get to the mines this way than save warping and then going all the way back to Magmore again. Missile and antechamber. Alright, AeroRaiser heading towards Life Grove. Yeah, so we have 2 checks left in Phendrana. Chozo Ice Temple and Storage Cave. We have the entirety of the lower mines that have not been scouted yet. So that's PCA, Fungal Hall Access, Fungal Hall B, MQB, and Omega Pirate. Oh yeah, I suppose we also have to do Elder Chamber as well. Which we didn't have Plasma for the first time. So we also have that. Yeah, so we have a number of scattered checks and one very concentrated area of checks. And our runners are actually high-fiving. They're in the same room. Oh yeah, vanilla OP could be a thing. We found X-Ray rather early. Alright, TGC just going straight back to the mines. Oh, that's a highlight, if I've ever seen one die. Alright, AeroRaiser having just a little bit of an issue with Life Grove Tunnel. And that's because half-pipe physics in Prime are the worst. The absolute worst. Okay, TGC now going to go towards Security Depot access. We're going to scout Storage Depot A. I think we turn around if it's not the suit. Well, actually, we're going to have to do the pirate fight now. Missile. Yeah, we're this far in the room, so now we have to either do the fight or reset. Hmm. Yes, this is a randomizer. Why are these two locations vanilla? Of course, with vanilla space jump boots and vanilla wave beam, the classics. All right, so we'll see if Arrow does. Okay, we're at least moving the bars. I anticipate Arrow's thinking about we're coming back this way again. Now, do we do Hydro Access? Yep. Yep, okay. Artifact number 5 incoming for AeroRaiser. I completely forgot that Arrow has not done this yet. But like, yeah, Arrow should have the same number of artifacts. Yeah, no. Not yet. Nicely done, getting the artifact. Now we're gonna just get out. Yeah, Baltimore's doing bar skip very quickly today. TGC's bar skip was so good, he just launched all the way. Alright, we are now climbing once again. TGC is going to get back to Vent Area A. We're going to go by the missile. He did scan this on his first pass. Yep, and because we're revisiting this room, this pirate layer is now active. And because we have plasma, we have another pirate in the very next room. Alright, TGC, gonna conserve some missiles here. I wonder if we'll see a missile refill in Fungal Hall A. Plasma Beam was in Training Chamber Access, all the way in Chozo. Yeah, that's just a smidge of an oof. Alright, Arrow now back in Chozo. I think we're going to do the rest of the Chozo cleanup here. So Arrow should be coming across the Plasma Beam relatively soon. TGC, however, having already done those checks, it's back in the mines already. If things continue as is, TGC probably wins the race, unless Arrow just spikes the suit in one of the checks that TGC just doesn't go back for. But it's going to be right here in... Oh, it's not. Okay, Fungal Hall Axis is not the Phazon suit for once. That's interesting. Hunter Metroids, you can stop now. No, guys, stop. 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 Oh, if you're TGC, I think you take the ammo refill here. Okay, I guess not. Now, if you're Aero and you see the plasma in training chamber access, do you come back here for the one check? Aero already feels like we're behind because of the climb issues with PPC. That's a nothing in Fungal Hull B. Okay. And already we are almost done with our dense checks in lower mines. Oh no, that's a down! Small time loss. So yeah, just to reiterate, we have two checks left in Fendrana that are unknown. Chozo Ice Temple and Storage Cave, both plasma locked. Energy Tank and MQB. TGC gonna take the refill or the save. Probably just a refill. Remaining checks. Other than that, actually, what do we have? Elder Chamber. Yeah. Yeah, so we have, what, 6 total checks left? Oh, can we get the 3 of a kind? 3 vanilla items in our randomizer? Can it happen? Well, presumably the gravity suit is in Fendrana Shorelines. TGC just did not go back for it. If it was a Phazon suit, TGC would have absolutely gone back for that and just done PMT, and we'd be done. And we're also doing plant now on AeroRaiser's side. Oh, no, you're absolutely right, Fishing Blue. Yeah, Ice Spreader was in Shorelines. The Ice Ruins East was the suit. No, that's absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. Forgot about that. And we have a 3 for a vanilla Phazon suit on Omega Pirate. That is effectively GG's for the Ginger Chris. So in this seed, we had a vanilla Space Jump Boots in Alcove, a vanilla Wave Beam in Chapel of the Elders, and a vanilla Phazon suit in Elite Quarters. Also, very nice Plasma 1 cycle there by TGC. Nice fight. But it's pretty much all over now. Barring some unforeseen catastrophe. But even if that happens, TGC's been taking safety saves. I don't think it's going to be enough. TGC is going to take the victory. TGC is going to yell at you, Nye. Well, I mean, you had a lot of vanilla and some pretty grossness in the seed. Yeah, you might be right. Alright, so let's take a look at the group stage real quick. Let's see here. Group E, I believe it is. So if this continues as is, TGC is going to improve to 4-0. Is this really not Aero's second race? Alright, Aero's going to drop to 1-1 if that's the case. Group stage will be wrapping up, so there will be more races incoming. TGC is looking to be in a good position to advance to the bracket stage with 4 wins. TDC's gonna scream. Possibly. Yeah, Ice Ruins East has Gravity Suit. We did see that suit. It was scouted. Didn't get the greatest look at the colors, but yeah, it's definitely Gravity Suit now. So Phendrana Shorelines has our Ice Spreader. Wave Buster is unknown. So that is remaining in Chozo Ice Temple, Elder Chamber, and whatever. Oh yeah, and Storage Cave. We also forgot about that. So that's what, 3 checks left that Wave Buster's in? Oh yeah, so for bracket stage, TDC is going to have 4 wins, assuming this continues to its conclusion, which puts him in first place in the group. AeroRaiser could still come away with 3 more victories and also end up 4-1. Lucarius is currently 3-2 in the group. Lucarius right now would be the second person out of Group E. But if Aero can come back and get 3 more wins from their remaining races, we would have, at minimum, well, if TGC wins out, TGC will be 5-0. But otherwise, AeroRaiser could theoretically become 4-1 and be the other person out of the group. Otherwise, we might have a tiebreaker scenario with Lucarius, which would be exciting. This is, of course, assuming AeroRaiser wins the Fallout races. But enough about that. We have Ridley. And if you believe the lore of a certain game, which we do not acknowledge here, Ridley's the biggest, baddest guy there is on the planet. But you know what Ridley is? If you're in this game, a hunk of scrap who's about to be taken out and recycled. Organic parts disassembled. And discarded when the impact crater collapses into nothingness. If Arrow loses to you, Nye, on Saturday, then we get a tiebreaker scenario. Oh, that, you know, that's, I didn't consider that. Oh yeah. No, you're right. Yep, exactly. Exactly. All right, so we have Group D. Actually, looks like it's pretty well settled. Schwartz, Gandhi, and Interslice are both 4-1. All of their races are done. There's only one more race remaining in Group D. It will not affect the 1-2 position. It could affect Rinchin's tiebreaker situation, though. So we'll see. But right now, we have Schwartz, Gandhi, and Interslice coming out of Group D. Storm Wyvern went 5-0, swept the group. And right now, Duck SM64 and a Malicious Salad are both 3-2. I believe there will be tiebreaker implications there. Bruh went 5-0, swept the group. Oh wait, there are 6 races, aren't they? You know what? We're not done yet. Yeah, we're not done yet. Yeah, there's 6 races in the group stage. My bad. So disregard everything I said. We're not even close to done yet. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Alright, there's Arrow with Plasma, working backwards. So, let's see here. Probably trying to figure out the best way to route this. If you go for check density, lower mines is the play. If you feel like you need to gamble, you go for Chozo Ice Temple or Storage Cave. Yep, and there is all. Yep, that's also a good point brought up by Nye. There's also a world where we get a three-way tiebreaker in Group B, and Arrow, if Arrow gets the same record, that can happen. That can absolutely happen. Oh, that's why I said disregard everything I said. Group A has 7 participants. Every other group has 6. I forgot about that. So there's 6 races. No, sorry, 7 races if you're in Group A. Every other group has 6 racers. So there's 5 total races. So I was right the first time. I just didn't realize it. Okay, double disregard everything I said. Alright, AeroRaiser heading back into Magmore, heading towards Workstation. Okay, we'll see where AeroRaiser goes after this. Like I said earlier, chat, if you're excited about this, stay tuned. We have more for you coming up. Currently in progress, Jungle Boss versus Amogini, currently on SpeedGaming 2. Coming up at 6:30 Eastern, we have Slucky versus Nurgle the Goblin. That is right here on SpeedGaming. And then 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Frigid Hyperion versus Greedy Mushroom. That will be... I'm not sure where that one's going to be yet. And then also... we have the debut of the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer multi-world co-op tournament at 3:30 Eastern. It'll be Team 12% Chance to Win versus Team Hot Dogs. That'll be right here on SpeedGaming. That's coming up in less than an hour. At 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Jay and Backpack versus 12% Chance to Win. That'll be on SpeedGaming 3. We'll get to see a brand new layout debuted, and also the co-op format, which I am so looking forward to actually doing this first race. Oh, spoilers. I'm doing both of those races as a participant. Alright, AeroRaiser has done plasma processing, just looking for the suit. I think we're heading back to the mines after this. Oh yeah, and we'll also be able to debut the different race modes. So the Prime Tournament is doing just the one standard preset for all group stages. The Echoes Multi-World Co-op Tournament has 7 different presets that are being run. We have all kinds of chaos for that. Let's see here. For the first race, I want to double check and make sure I get this right. I want to say it is... let's see here, Team Hot Dogs. Yep, it's Team Hot Dogs. This one will be searching for the light. Which, to break it down, since we're going to be doing interviews here in just a moment, light suit hard required, because you're taking 16 damage Dark Suit with Varia Suit, and 12.5 damage with Dark Suit. Basically, your health melts away. You're gonna die. It's a very fun preset. Very fun to do. And then for the second match, that'll be just the standard Echoes preset. It'd be the same as week 1 for the previous tournament, and also centered from the weeklies. Also very fun. Alright, TGC just about done here. Killing Essence. Essence not cooperating. There's our Fission Metroids. And there it is. Get your GGs in chat for TGC, finishing in first place with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, 23 seconds. AeroRaiser, seeing that, has thrown in the .f, the DNF. GGs to both of our runners. They put on a great race for us today. We'll see if we can get them in here for an interview. And we are now joined in the booth by AeroRaiser. GG's, but it was a good race.
The moment I saw Boost and MQA, I'm like, it's training chamber or I lose.
Yeah, and there was actually and the really silly thing about that is TGC went lower mines first. You both entered mines at pretty much the exact same time. TGC went down first and you went up.
I went up and then got hung up in ore processing for about 5 minutes because, yay.
That climb sucks. That
climb sucks. And then I realized, oh, I don't have a power bomb to do it the way I like to do. So I went back for a power bomb. But no.
Yeah, that was a little rough. And we are now joined in the booth by TGC, our winner of our race today. GG's.
More. Yeah, I just got done telling Leno, the moment I saw Boost and MQA, I was like, it's got to be training chamber or I lose. Because I got to that Boost really late, so I was like, oh, it's got to be back there if it's not done yet. But then after I get Plasma, head back and die. Where was Phazon? I'm assuming lower mines.
It is. It is also the third vanilla item of this seed.
Oh my gosh, it is OP. Well, you know, I'm just glad it wasn't back in Fen, because I'm like, the way I'm routing this, there's only one check that gets completely left behind.
Yeah. Actually, in this case, it would have been 2, because neither one of you ended up peeking Chozo Ice Temple. So we could have been looking at either one of them there. But yeah, with that late Plasma, like, if it was back in Fendrana, that's just so bad. And, So yeah, TDC, Nye has emphatically said that you're going to scream at him because of this seed. Give me your thoughts.
My honest thoughts are, I don't want to play this tournament anymore. I am getting extremely sick and tired of the same generation thing happening.
This is actually my first...
PMT. I'm sick of seeing Omega Pirate. Like,
yeah, I actually haven't seen... This is my first PMT as far as tourney races, but it's also only my second of the races. I'm doing all of mine back to back to back.
I think this is, out of the 4 that I've done, I want to say it's definitely 2. I want to say it's 3, but almost all of my practice seeds have had PMT or Omega Pirate.
Yeah.
And being a viewer / spectator or commentator, I have seen Fungal Hall Access be the Phazon suit 70% of the time, at least. It is insane that the Phazon suit's just there as often as it is.
Yep, yeah. I was sitting here banking Phazon. I was also banking Phazon and Fungal Hall Access again. It's just like, holy crap.
So, that aside, TTC, I'll start with you. What are your general thoughts on the seed with the 3 vanilla items and just the rest of the item placement there?
The seed was a bit... I was kind of annoyed because my theorized route through the seed did not play out. Like, we got Ice Beam, Bombs, and X-Ray super early, and I was like, I am going to play Life Grove. There is something in Great Tree Hall
Life
Chamber,
Grove was
and there
such
was
a
nothing.
disappointment.
There was nothing. And then I was like, okay, I'll come back once I get Boost. Boost was so far out because you had to do like
Boost was all yeah. I
you had to go
thankfully
lore
didn't
mines
do
effectively
yeah.
to
I
get
didn't
it come back
do
up
Life
from
Grove.
mines to go do Life Grove. Like
I
it
didn't do
was
Life
just
Grove till I had Boost. And then by then I was like, well, you know what? At this point, while I'm here, I'm just gonna bar skip, do Hydro Access Tunnel with Boost, and hope Plasma's not the worst thing possible.
Both of you actually did the very same thing in that regard. After getting Boost Ball, it's like, okay, Hydro Access Tunnel, just get at that. I have a feeling both of you were just banking on finding either the suit, which was in Ice Ruins East, thanks for that, or the Boost Ball to get that.
Yeah, well, like I knew where the suit. I saw the suit, and I'm like, if Plasma's not in Finn, I'm never coming back for the scrap. Unless Phazon is like in Frigate, and even then, like I know Gravityless. If I have Gravityless is pretty easy. Forward anyway. I suck at doing it backwards, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. The rest of the sea was rough. When I was going through the end of Chozo here, my last two Chozo checks were training chamber access. I'm like, come on, let's just be like Plasma Phazon right here. I was half right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Krayor. I hope the current generation bug with it like focusing PMT, OP, and fungal hull access is dealt with before brackets.
That'd be nice.
Cause like I was reading the artifacts, I'm like, oh, these are nice. Gets to that last one, I just stare at it for a minute. I'm like,
Yep.
here we go again.
Yeah, we saw the anchor shots in Artifact Temple there. Like, we knew what we were in store for. That's it's just gonna be one of those seeds again. So TGC, with your 5th victory now, you swept your group. You're gonna make the bracket stage. Arrow, there is still. Sorry, what was that?
I still have a race to go. I'm pretty sure. I have Zimbo tomorrow. I think it's Zimbo.
Oh, yeah, you are correct. Yep, you are correct.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I think something.
Win or lose.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Win or lose, TGC is locked, right?
Yeah.
There's still a lot of variants left for ours, where it could literally be me or Luca at this point.
There's also a three-way tie.
Yeah, but I say 3-way tie is highly potential because Luca beat Nye, I beat Luca. So if Nye beats me, and there's a very high chance we could just see a 3-way tie.
Yep, and then that would actually be a great playoff scenario to get to that final bracket stage slot between you three.
Yeah, I'm racing Nye Saturday, I think. So.
Yep.
And then me and Mr. Zebra are going. Actually, I think we're asyncing ours. And then the last one we're going Sunday. So I'm basically just doing a race every day for the next 4 days.
Back to back to back to back. Yep. Yeah, I don't see your race submitted here for Mr. Zebra.
I think I pinged that one. That one's going to be asynced.
Mm-hmm. And TGC, yours is tomorrow with Zimbabwe.
And my race with Zimbabwe still being finalized.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any thoughts going into your race tomorrow, TGC?
It's going to be a late one for me. Because I think just because of the time difference between me and Zimbo. So I'm going to be on the later end of the evening. Probably tired because I need to get up silly early in the morning. But I think at this point I'm just kind of a little bit more frustrated. Like, I don't know how the match is going to go. I've not looked at Zimbo and seen how Zimbo is doing performing wise, like where the, I guess, skill differences might be, if there is any. But I'm going to be tired. I'm kind of done with Prime at the moment. The RDB generation is just not interesting or fun, and I have a 7 AM get up the following day, so Yeah,
Ooh,
I've done
yeah,
that
definitely take it after you get that last race done. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Now, what are your initial thoughts? I know you don't have a race personally scheduled yet with the Echoes Multi-World Crawl-Up Tournament. How are you thinking going into that as we get started with that first race later on this afternoon?
Oh, I'm looking forward to watching that.
I haven't had a whole lot of time to think about it because I wanted to get these out the way. But
Okay.
honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to it because, A, as I said, gets me away from this game. And B, it's something fun and different.
See, I think the
No,
reason I haven't gotten frustrated with all the PMTCs and stuff yet is like outside of the async, I don't think I've done any solo practices. The only times I've been playing this is like Archipelago. So
fair. Did you do any of the asyncs, Arrow, leading
I
up to this group stage?
I did 2 of them back to back the night they needed to be submitted.
Were they seeds 2 and 3, where both of them were
They
training
were-
X-ray?
They were 1 and
TNT
2.
artifacts?
They were
Okay,
1 and the
2.
ones I did were 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Okay.
Seed 1 I felt very good about, minus one routing that just kind of sucked in hindsight. And then seed 2 I did the opposite route and got punished for it again.
Mhm.
I was like,
No,
oh, that's funny.
That first seed was so free if you just rush, Central Dynamo for that
If you
plasma
rush
beam.
Central
But that
Dynamo.
was such a good seed. That was such a good seed. I like that
That was
seed.
a fun one.
Seeds 2 and 3 did not enjoy. Would not do again. Those were terrible.
Fair. But all right, I gotta hop out of here. GG's, and I will see y'all next mission.
Take care, Arrow.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So TGC, do you have any other thoughts on the seed?
Nah, I think, as I said, Life Grove was disappointing. I thought everything was
Yeah.
leading that way.
Mhm.
And it's kind of annoying because, like, I felt like I got punished. I thought my route was exceptionally good, like, leaving Tozo immediately, getting the bombs, doing all that stuff. Only for me to leave Vanilla Wave Beam, to go get a Spider Ball, which was effectively useless, for nothing, to then go into the Wave Beam. So I felt like kind of agitated. It felt like a good
Yeah.
route, and then got punished.
Mm-hmm.
But other than
And
that,
your route was spectacular, and the play to dive lower mines. Were you banking on Plasma being one of those 2 checks down there, or when you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I beat. Was it seed 1 of the async seeds where the Plasma was down there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I can save warp out, and then I can do my Life Grove play go into like bar skip play and stuff like that. And then I came across the boost ball, and I was like, seriously, this is what I find.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. No, that's See, initially, I think, I thought about this during the async stages, like going down there for 2 checks. Like, they're kind of slow checks. They're not the fastest. Yeah. And if it's not exactly the one item you're looking for, you just get so punished with that time loss. But in this case, in a few cases, it's a good item that you're looking for. It's like, oh, okay, I guess.
It's kind of how the first async seed went, where I had the opportunity to go into lower mines, but I decided in that to route all the way from upper and last check the Plasma in that situation. And as Baha said, Baha was like, in this type of seed, he needed to gamble, and he gambled, and it got paid off. Like, he found the Plasma beam, and it was like incredibly strong having done that. But like the chances of that is so skewed, not in favor. But that's Rando. That is the gamble.
Also, I appreciate your profile team picture there of Team Orange versus Green versus Blue on stream there momentarily. No, that's a really good picture. That you guys did good with that one. I like that one. I'm looking forward to our race against your team coming up whenever that's going to be. Probably going to be in a couple weeks. Given the availability of
working on scheduling with Cesarian and everybody.
Yep, definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else for you then.
Nothing for me. I'm gonna bounce. I need to go pee.
Yep. All right, fair
I'll
enough.
catch you later.
Yep, sounds good. GG's again, TGC.
I go.
Yeah, chat, that's going to do it for us. We're probably going to send you on over to SpeedGaming 2 with Jungle Boss versus Amogini currently in progress. Make sure to give our runners a follow. They put on a great race for you today. You can also follow Fishing Boo Art Tracker. You can also follow me. I'm just the guy with the mic. Coming up in 30 minutes, though, right here on SpeedGaming, the debut match of Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Co-op Tournament. Don't know who's going to be on the call yet for that one. Won't be me, obviously. I'm racing. Spoilers. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next mission. Take care.